Oh, hello. Welcome to the After Prison Show kitchen. Joining me as always, or at least always as of lately,
yes,
is Mr. Jellicoe. What's going on with you, man?
Staying busy, man. Staying busy, man.
If we could showcase what was taking place prior to beginning filming this video, you would see the absolute cluster that this has been. But with that being mentioned, I want to give a really special shout out to this guy because he has been going up and beyond to get prepped for what we're getting ready to prepare in the After Prison Show prison kitchen here today. And what is that?
We are making an apple pie.
Whoa. Apple pie.
Yeah, apple pie.
I'm saying prison is all about being hard and convict. There ain't no apple pie in prison.
Yeah, man. No, it's just one of the things that you can kind of be like apple pie. You know what I'm saying? It's as close as you can get to apple pie, man. It's just one of those little quick little desserts or little sweets that you can make, you know, in the system, you know, like the soda cakes.
This is taking the soda cake to an entirely different level. We've made those here before on After Prison Show, and this is nothing like that at all. Close, but no cigar. Folks, we're getting ready to prepare prison apple pie here today, just like Mom used to make. Mom's apple pie, warm apple pie. Isn't that from a movie?
Yeah.
It's just like apple pie. How many times can we say that word? That's what we're getting ready to prepare here today. And this isn't something that's oftentimes made. You better know something about being up in the kitchen if you're going to be making you some apple pie in prison. But what we're going to prove here today is that it can be made and it will be made as well.
Yes, sir. Well, would you like to get started?
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the ingredients that we're going to need. What are we going to need?
Okay, first off, what we're going to need, like for the crust. What we use for the crust are oatmeal cookies. Oatmeal cookies, you crush them up and you put them in a bowl. Well, we'll get to that in a second. But oatmeal cookies, oatmeal is one of the things I use.
The maple and brown sugar oatmeal.
Absolutely. Apples.
We've got one apple.
Sugar packs, because you get sugar packs in the kitchen every morning. Everybody gets two, and usually a little butter packet. And you can use, sometimes you can use butter for taste.
And you're gonna need plenty of Tupperware and just cookware. Special shout out to Deborah who sent us this Tupperware. We've got so much Tupperware that's gonna be incorporated in this video. And when you think of the soda cakes that we've made here in the past, Jellicoe, there's no soda.
No soda at all.
So how are we gonna make this crust?
We made the crust with oatmeal cookies. Believe it or not, what we'll do, we'll make a crust here. First of all, you get oatmeal cookies. You just regular oatmeal cookies in the system. They are 80 cents. I had to go to the dollar store, get a dollar one. And what you do is you put just a little bit in there to what you think would be to make a crust for now. And
you can add more later if you need to do so.
And you throw the oatmeal cookies in the microwave till they get soft. Most people do that anyway. Do you do that to your oatmeal cookies or any of your chocolate chip cookies?
I used to do it with the chocolate chip. I've never done it with the oatmeal, but yeah, I get what you're saying right there. We're gonna have to take it easy with the microwave as well, folks, because the microwave is still yet to be replaced and is definitely on his last leg. If you've seen any of our prior cooking videos, you already know we're having issues with the microwave. So how long are we going to be in the microwave with these oatmeal cookies?
Not long. Usually, I put a minute in there to make sure they're soft, but usually sometimes when you put oatmeal cookies in there, man, it's only like 30 seconds.
So just a couple of seconds up in the microwave to soften up the cookies. And then we'll see what we're going to do next. Hey, who got next in that microwave? Microwave! Microwave!
I just need to warm up.
Whose butt naked soup is this in the microwave?
I need to warm up my coffee.
For the 20th time today.
But no, what we're going to be doing is adding water and forming the crust into the bowl.
So no soda.
No soda.
We're going to be using water instead.
Yes, sir. Oh, here we go. Soft oatmeal cookies. Very soft. What are you doing, man?
Just finger fucking the cookies. All right, so what you're doing now, you're just breaking up the cookies. That's what you're going to do with any kind of cake that you'll be making in prison. You're going to be crushing it up or flattening it, but Jellicoe is going ahead and crushing up these oatmeal cookies right here, and then you say we're going to add water to this.
Yes, and that's the thing. When you're adding water to this, you can't add too much water.
So less is more.
Yes.
Start with a little.
You can't because it'll get real pasty. It takes time for it to settle up. After you make this, sometimes people will set it in the fridge so it'll set up a little bit, or have it sit out so it'll sit up.
Well, we're not going to have no refrigerator in prison, so I guess we're going to be sitting this on the ice bag.
Yeah. Generally, man, just start with a little tablespoon.
Really? Just that much water?
I'm telling you, man, it cakes up really quick. You just start off with that and just work it in. Work it in.
So you can tell Jellicoe spent a lot of time in the kitchen. He was a staff cook while in prison.
Yes, sir.
Had this been me adding the water, it just would have been, all right, add more cookies. We've got
That's the thing, man. When you're in the system, bags of cookies are 80 cents. So, you know, you got to be mindful of what you're doing. See,
now, could this be a hustle in prison? If you're making apple pie, would it be, I mean, obviously anything could be a hustle.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys that used to make cakes and sell slices.
You remember the guys that were making the fudge?
Yes.
Ain't nothing like some prison fudge. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but man, and it's something that I have no idea how to make. We're going to have to figure that out one day.
But no, you just mix it up really well, and you got to make sure you break the chunks of cookies up. Just a little system. Just a little system.
Jellicoe forever has Tupperware or cups over here with his name on it. And at first it used to be, I'll give you a little VH1 behind the music right here. At first it used to be, he really wanted people to know his name. I'm pretty sure they know you now, Jellicoe.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You spelled my name wrong on something. And now everybody's telling me that my name's spelled wrong and I'm not who I am. I'm like, what are you talking about?
My bad.
Yeah, it's all good.
Is it with a J or with a G?
It's with a G.
Oh, I put a J. So your crust is starting to get more saturated with the water. It's starting to get crust-like, I guess is the best way to put this.
And what you do is you want to get it all mixed up, and you're going to want to put it in a ball.
In a ball?
Yeah. That way it all tack up together. You put it in a ball.
Sort of like mixing up some concrete right here, ain't it?
Yeah.
Takes you back to them days being a laborer toting around wheelbarrows of concrete.
Yeah. See, then what you want to do, you got to do it by hand. When you're doing the crust, you got to do it by hand.
Now, does it matter or not if you've washed your hands?
Yeah. Absolutely. What you do, see?
I see.
I put too much water.
Oh, boy.
See? So I was telling you, man, don't do that.
So I want to also thank Jellicoe for bringing us this recipe right here. We've talked about it in the past. You know, it could potentially be part of a new series that we're doing. Can you make it in prison? I mean, you have never heard of anybody talking about, at least I haven't, making apple pie in prison. That is quite tacky, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't do that.
So there's a fine line of the consistency that you're looking for.
That's
Not too sticky.
Yeah, you want it.
And if you attempt this at home and you get yours turns out too sticky, I mean, you can see what Jellicoe's doing right here. He's adding more cookies to it. You can bring it back.
Yep. But that's the thing in the system. The only way to get more cookies if you're out of cookies is to go to the store box.
Hey man, can I get a 2 for $3 till next store day?
I know, right, man? Can you do me a favor, man? I just need 5 cookies.
I'm gonna need 8 back. Open your pack up and give me 8 cookies up out of there. But I'm gonna tell you, that looks delicious already.
Yeah. All right.
So the crust ultimately is a very important part of this meal or this delicacy, should I say.
Yes, sir. And what you want to do is you want to get it where it's tacked up and you can run it like a ball. You want it in a ball because you want it all in one piece.
So it's like making dough.
Yeah, exactly. Then you just push out the sides.
Look at that. It's not sticking anymore.
Yep. Push out the sides. Make the bottom flat. Still a little tacky.
I'm just, I'm mesmerized by this.
We need a couple more cookies. Still a little too tacky. Trial and error. At first you don't succeed.
Add more cookies.
One more time.
So this should get it right there.
Yes, sir.
Or we might need to add some more water.
That's what I was saying. Be sure not to add too much water. See, now this is why I wanted the Pyrex.
Oh, so you're going to measure it out?
Yeah.
Well, where were you going to get Pyrex from in prison?
Well,
you can make a prison measuring cup, I imagine.
What we used to use? What do we used to use? The little soap tops. Remember where we use soap powder? Remember people would sell the soap powder, the Heritage?
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to sell the Heritage. by the little deodorant cap.
Well, I imagine with the second adding of cookies to this that it's not going to be very tacky this time.
No.
But and again, get it into a little ball like Jellicoe's doing right here. We're making that pizza dough oatmeal cookie pie crust.
See, what you want to do is get it flat on the bottom, and then you'll have the sides raised a little bit, just like a pie. You know, just like a normal pie crust.
You're going to build up the sides.
Yes.
Well, with what Jellicoe has going on right here, this is basically what you're going to be going for. And I'm glad that he showed us this demonstration. But like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, you know, a special shout out to Jellicoe for all the prep work he put into this. Because now we're gonna have that cut scene right here, and bang, boom, same bowl. Not at all. But this is what you're going for right here. So you can see Jellicoe, he's already got 2 pie crusts put together using the exact method that he was just showing us. And these look a lot better than the one that he was trying to prepare.
On the fly. But yeah, that's what you do is you just load the bottom up, build up the walls real quick, and now it's time for the pie filling.
Whoa, 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 the pie filling.
Yes, sir.
How are we gonna turn this
Here, hang on.
into pie filling?
Just so you know, you take apples, you usually get them from the chow hall.
You get those horse apples.
Yes, you get those, yeah.
The little baby horse apples is usually rotten or there's a worm inside of them. You'll get a good apple here and there, but you're definitely gonna have to collect you some apples.
Yep.
Get your prison shank out.
Yeah.
To skin your apple, as Jellicoe's doing right here.
So you just get you and your buddies to grab some apples from the chow hall. They usually have apples. Did they have oranges anymore? We had oranges there for a little bit, but they I don't think they do oranges anymore.
Is there such thing as an orange pie?
No.
I wonder why.
But what you do is take a certain amount of apples, however big your bowl is, or however big your pie filling is.
You're gonna use this bowl. Or you want a different one?
Yes, we'll just use that one as for. You decore it, peel it. You can have big chunks like Mom used to make, or little chunks. I do little chunks because it doesn't take so long
to cook them. And obviously we're cooking these in the microwave.
Yes. You add water and you'll take these to a boil. Once you get it to a boil, here's water. You add water. Add a little bit of water. After that, you take some sugar packs that we get from the chow hall. Every morning, you get sugar packs and a butter, depending on where you're at. We got them at St. Bride's, right? I mean, Indian Creek, right?
You know, it was hit or miss. And if you can't get the sugar packs off of the tray or off of commissary, because they are kind of funny about sugar from time to time, because you can make the wine with it, find that Kitchen Connect who can bring you
the brown sugar.
The pound of sugar.
Yes.
The pound of the brown.
And when it comes to the sugar, whatever your taste is. Some people are diabetics, so whatever, you don't put so much. So you just put your sugar in here. Add butter if need be. You're
gonna add the oatmeal prior to beginning cooking these so that they cook together?
Yes, you can.
I think that's actually a really solid idea right there, Jellicoe.
So then you do it like this and
bung. Once you've cooked those apples, these have been in the microwave for an ungodly amount of time. RIP to the microwave. There's a lot of oatmeal in here. There's a lot of sugar in here. There's butter in here. And there's a lot of apples in here as well. And let's show the consistency. Just stir that up a little bit right there.
What you want to do, all depending on if you're going to eat yours cold or hot, you want to let these set up a little bit, because the longer you let it set up, the thicker it'll get.
And if you can't get that brown sugar from the Kitchen Connect, obviously that's why that oatmeal is important, that maple and brown sugar oatmeal. It's only going to add more flavor to this. You've got oatmeal, you've got the oatmeal cookies, you've got the apples. So not only is this a delicacy meal that you're making here,
it's pretty healthy.
It's healthy, and it's probably going to be pretty filling as well.
Yes, sir.
Now we've got these 2 relatively small pie crusts and all of this apple goodness in this bowl right here. So I guess not overdoing it is probably going to be a part of this, or are you going to thin out the...
No, yeah, we're going to make these taller.
Oh, we're going to make them taller. So we're almost making like an apple pie hot pocket or pot pie.
Yep. Then what you do is just simply
Let's get a really good shot of this.
Yeah, here we go.
This is important. So adding the pie filling, dress that money up real pretty now, not too much. Wow. Unbelievable. Can you make it in prison, folks? We're halfway there.
And here we have the apple pie with no topping yet. See? Nice, quick, and easy.
So, folks, we've got the convertible apple pies right now. Jellicoe, how are we going to put the roof up on this?
Well, the only thing that's the thing about apple pie. There's no way to get a thick crust. Usually on the street, you have your batters and stuff like that, and you can go through and call. What I do is simply just break up more cookies and sprinkle. And usually, what you want to do, like some people when they're in the system, what they'll do is they'll take this, they'll go to the restroom, and they'll fill up a sink full of ice, and they'll sit that in there to let it set up. And once it sets up, it'll get nice and cold and thick, and you'll be able to eat it piece by piece.
Really?
It'll set up real thick. Ours is still a little bit warm, so if we go to cut it and whatever, it's not going to be a piece of pie. The only way we could eat it right now is in the bowl. But if you were having it set it in the ice, or somebody were to set it in the fridge, because of the oatmeal, the butter, the sugar, it becomes tacky, like your apple pies. So it'll set up a little bit longer, so you can cut it in slices.
With all the prep work that we've put into this video, if you think about prepping the apples, prepping the two pie crust right here, we could put these in the fridge, let these set up,
and then come back. Yeah.
And then come back, or we could just eat them right now.
I know, right?
I mean, I really want to try this right now. Joe, you should have done. I'm telling you right now, this is probably one of the quicker prison cooking videos that we've done. Some people might actually really like that.
Yes, and a couple people, everybody knows I hang out in the comment section. Comment section all the time. So someone was like, hey man, can you do something that maybe, the jail can make? So you don't have to boil the apples. Sometimes in the jail, you only got lukewarm water. You just got to let it sit longer. You know what I'm saying?
Soak the apples.
Yeah, soak the apples. So it's one of these things anybody can make, really.
I want to go ahead and dive into this and see what this tastes like. I'm sure Cody's looking to try this as well. Actually, he's shaking his head back there like he doesn't think it looks too good. I think it looks really good. I mean, for what you're going to make while locked up, whether in jail or in prison. So, Jellicoe, what do you think this is going to taste like right here?
Well, it hasn't set up like normal. Usually you can just cut it in slices, and it's actually very, 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 very good. But I think it's still going to be pretty good, man. I am confident.
It's actually cutting. It's a little loose right there. If you could eat a whole one of these by yourself, you probably need to put in a sick call slip, go to medical, because you're going to end up with diabetes. There's so much sugar that's been added to these.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see what this comes out tasting like. Let's go ahead and get us a nice helping scoop of this prison apple pie right here. Folks, take a gander at that right there. If that doesn't make your stomach just growl with hunger pains.
See?
Oh my God. That is so good.
I told you, man.
Oh, this is my lunch right here. I ain't ate nothing today neither.
See, the crust comes out good.
Look at that gooey goodness down there. I mean, Cody, you want to try this?
In a little bit of time that we have been here, it's been setting up already.
Let me see.
See,
Oh yeah.
I cut it already. So if you let it sit in the fridge, if you let it sit in the fridge for a while, it'll set up, and you can cut it. You can cut it like a normal pie, because it'll come out just like that.
Cody, go ahead and try that right there and tell me that ain't one of the best things that we've ever made here.
I think I made the crust a little too thick. Try to make it thinner.
I mean, the crust is amazing.
And it's only oatmeal cookies.
And water.
Wow.
It tastes like apple pie?
Yeah, it tastes like apple pie with mixed oatmeal, which is actually good. I have an oatmeal taste with it.
Folks, that's special right there. This right here will make you want to go T-bone a cop car in an intersection and go back to prison. Folks, God.
I gotta see the dentist already, man.
Oh my God, and the apples.
I told you, if you gotta put it, it all depends on how much butter and sugar you put into it, how sweet it is. And you've seen how much sugar that we put in it, so.
You put about 1 pound of sugar in it.
So, but yeah, butter does make a significant taste, and the fact that we use the brown maple and brown sugar oatmeal. Don't use the normal plain oatmeal. It adds to the flavor a little bit.
Jellicoe, I want to thank you for bringing this meal to us. Can you make it in prison? Apple pie, something simple. Actually, I'm not even sure apple pie is all that easy to make out here in the free world. But we've just shown you, a special thanks to Jellicoe for showing this to us, a very easy way. I mean, this is like easy bake prison apple pie right here. And I'm telling you, if you try this, you might not ever go back to a regular apple pie again. Jellicoe.
Not a problem, brother.
Thank you, man.
Not a problem.
You've come through and brought lunch.
Man, it is pretty good, ain't it?
Oh my God. I'm supposed to be washing my finger.
You are. You're watching it get bigger.